Hello, ladies and gentlemen, crypto deep divers. Welcome back to Weekly Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about the Tether Bitcoin pump. Also, I will touch on coronavirus as well. Before we get in that, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out the upcoming episodes that can be time sensitive. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, library.tv, and Patreon as well. And for Patreon, for my Patreon member, I just post a video about must-know indicator for global depression. If you are my Patreon member, you can check out this video. Also, I talk about where to buy gold and silver during this uncertainty. And also, there's an essential vitamins for preventing coronavirus. If you're interested, you can join my Patreon group, support my work, and then also support the freedom of speech, because a lot of things I cannot even talk about in YouTube anymore because they can potentially ban my channel, unfortunately. And if you haven't installed the Brave browser, you can check it out, and also you can surf the internet faster, and block out advertising. If you're interested, you can click the link below. Let's talk about Tether quickly. So Tether basically keeps minting, exchange hodling those stable coin. So there's a whale alert actually, about 120 million US Tether USDT minted at the Tether treasury. Also, there's some whale alert about EOS transfer too. But let's get back to Tether first. So so the U.S. Central Bank, basically the Federal Reserve, can be like printing money like crazy, right? They have an open book. They can just doing quantitative easing since 2008. This is the real world. And then in the crypto world, you have Tether printing press as well. And so they have a Tether treasury as well. This is like a Federal Reserve as well. And they just, let's see. So there's a way, it seems that not a week goes by this day without another whale alert. Now reporting a few million more Tether enter the markets. So this is the additional 120 million come just 3 days after the same amount was minted. So this is an additional one. So that's why maybe the pump, there's a Bitcoin pump. Based on history, based on the past track record, whenever there's a Tether minting or printing, the Bitcoin will be pumped along with other cryptocurrency, altcoin as well. So I'm not surprised this Tether thing is also pumping the crypto world, crypto market as well. And so right now, Tether market cap almost 6.4 billion. And this is now just 2 billion behind Ripple. So Ripple is a banker's coin, you probably know. And of course, ahead of Bitcoin Cash. So this is insane. So the market cap has surged by, basically Tether market cap has surged by 56%. And it looks like they're saying the Tether is backed by US dollar, right? But the thing is the US dollar is a printing press. So I'm not surprised that Tether is also a printing press as well. So US is not backed by gold. Tether is backed by US dollar, and US dollar is a printing press. So Tether could be a printing press too. But I don't know. And based on the track record and the in terms of the financial document for supporting the Tether treasury, is pretty is pretty iffy. So we are not sure whatever they minted, do they have enough money in the bank, or they just minted out of thin air just to pop up the price of the cryptocurrency, of course pop up Bitcoin as well as cryptocurrency. So the largest market cap increase was on March 31st, when over 1.5 billion Tether flooded to the market. So in addition to 120 million, they already have 1.5 flooded to the market. And of course, there's and all this coin is hodling in the exchange. So the thing is, the exchange can mint those things too. You never know, right? So the first quarter of 2020 was the best ever for the stablecoin, because the insurance, they basically insure 8 billion more than 2019 combined. And Tether is right now is at all-time high, basically, and which is about over 1.6 billion Tether. And So I think the balance is on the balance on exchange. So basically all this Tether is in exchange. Are they maybe they're buying a Bitcoin to pump up the price. So that's why you have a price pump for Bitcoin as well, right? I mean recently, right? So yeah, so I'm not sure. I think it's a little bit shady in terms of Tether. I don't know. This is just my personal opinion. You could disagree with me. In the past, a lot of people disagree with me with a lot of things, and at the end, at the end, I mean, at the end, you will see who is right or wrong. But I feel Tether is pretty shady. So that's all I can say. So the big stash is on Binance. So oh no. So that's mean that's mean maybe the exchange just printing their money by themselves. I don't know. They can do whatever they want, you know. And so basically, if so they have a big stash on Binance, and then that's mean they're going to pump the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is pretty bullish, right, to the industry, to the crypto world for the meantime before the halving. The halving is coming up in May. And they're saying that there's a demand for Tether in China because of capital flow to the cryptocurrency. I doubt it because in China there's very strict capital control right now, and they don't have enough foreign currency like US dollar. They need US dollar right now, so I think it's difficult to transfer the money out of China. Maybe the rich, the elite people, they do that, but I doubt it's in Tether. Yeah, I doubt it. So I don't know. So, and then Ethereum transfer value beat Bitcoin, of course, because of the stablecoin surging. So those stablecoin are using the ERC20 token, which is on the Ethereum blockchain, and that's why they have that's why increased the Ethereum transfer value, because they are using the Ethereum network basically to transfer all the stablecoin insurance of the stablecoin on the Ethereum network. I'm not surprised on that too. And to me, Ethereum, I'm pretty bullish because of DeFi or decentralized finance project. I talk about that probably a long time ago. And so, I mean, I'm pretty bullish on Ethereum, along with Bitcoin as well in the long term. And not a financial advice. Use your due diligence. I'm not your financial advisor. And let's talk about. So let me know what you think about Tether. Is it the recent pump is related to Tether? Yeah, to me, I mean, every time Tether printing, the Bitcoin price will pump. So this is too artificial. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. This is just based on the track record. Don't you guys agree? Comment below. I would love to hear from you. What do you think about the Tether printing and then the price pump of Bitcoin? And let's talk about the coronavirus. So right now in the medical community, they probably talk about that 2 weeks ago, especially the frontline doctor, because they have received a lot of they have a lot of admission, a coronavirus patient admitted to the hospital, and right now they have based on this article, this is Italy from Italy, and they're saying that 20 to 30% of the patient is type H. They have stiff and heavy lung. So they fit the ARDS profile. So ARDS is basically acute respiratory distress syndrome. And I don't want to get into too detailed, too technical. So ARDS, they have a protocol. So this is all the medical community follow the ARDS protocol. And usually those patients, you intubate the patient, and then you will do the mechanical ventilation, help the patient breathing. But the thing is, the coronavirus, they have another type of patient called type L. That is over 50% of the patient have this that's fit the type L phenotype or profile. So they don't fit the ARDS profile. That means it may be potentially harmful if you follow the ARDS protocol, intubate the patient and then do mechanical ventilation. That may be even more harmful to the patient. So they're talking about maybe just give oxygen to those type of patient, and that doesn't fit the ARDS profile. Just give them oxygen, enough oxygen so they can breathe easily, and also they wash them carefully. And I'm not sure if you still remember, there's a 90-some years old elderly in Italy, and she had coronavirus, and she refused to be intubated. And maybe so she refused to intubate. Maybe at the end they give her oxygen, and she basically survived in this coronavirus. She's like 90 some years old. So maybe she, if she intubate, she may not live. I'm just guessing. If you intubate at 90 some years old, it's no it's no good. And right, I don't think it's a good idea to intubate at 90 some years old, but then you have no choice, right? If you're emergency. But this is, I'm not a healthcare provider. I'm just common sense. So the grandma saying that, hey, no, I don't want any intubation, and then she live. So they probably give her oxygen and then wash her carefully, and yep. So they're saying that if those patients do not fit the ARDS profile, they should not rush to intubate the patient. They should just watch the patient carefully and then give them oxygen to let them breathing comfortably, and that's all. So right now in the medical community, they have a lot of controversial how you treat the coronavirus patient, because some of the coronavirus patient doesn't fit the ARDS profile. So they should not follow the ARDS protocol. So, but the thing is, the medical community who write those protocol policy, they probably sitting at the office. They are not the frontline medical doctors. They are medical doctors too, but then they are not frontline. So they didn't see so many patients. There's a lot of resistance to changes to their protocol, and a lot of doctors okay, what am I going to do? Should I do this or should I do that? And then even though they want to do some changes, they're resistant to the changes because you have to stick with the guideline. If you don't follow the guideline, probably the hospital will subject to lawsuit. There's another thing. So that's mean but the thing is, at the end of the day, may not be good to the patient, because a lot of times they did a lot of procedure, a lot of excess procedure just to avoid lawsuit. So especially in the US, probably some area in Europe as well. So right now we'll see how it goes. I hope they will change depending on the patient. You cannot have one size fit all policy, right? You should just look at every patient is different, is unique. So they should look at whether they fit the profile. If they don't fit the profile, they should use their clinical judgment. What type of treatment they give it to the coronavirus patient, instead of rushing to intubate every single people. As 90 some years old, if that is my grandma, I would just say no, don't intubate the grandma. That would create more pain to her. That's my take on it. But anyway, let me know what you think about this. I would love to hear from you. And I know this is a little bit technical, so that's why I don't want to get into too detail about the technical aspect. But this is just the options that can consider when a coronavirus patient get to the hospital. Should the doctor rush to intubate the patient, or maybe you should listen to the patient, what they want. Sometimes the patient know more than you do, or know more than the doctors, because they know their body too, right? So sometimes they know what they want, so they know what is good for them. But of course, some patients they don't know what they want, and of course they may choose the wrong decision too. So sometimes it's difficult. So you have to balance what is right or wrong for yourself, right? So let me know what you think about that too. I would love to hear from you. If you find this video helpful, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell so you don't miss out the upcoming videos. You can also follow me on Twitter, library.tv, and of course Patreon as well. Just thank you for my Patreon member who support my work, because sometimes you spend a lot of time just to create a good video. And of course, I don't get any reward from YouTube, because YouTube already no more advertising revenue anymore, right? Whenever you talk about coronavirus, they just ban everything, seriously. But anyway, so let me know what you think about this. Comment below. I would love to hear from you. That will also help my ranking. Also share my video if you find this helpful. And remember, crypto deep divers, we the people take control of our money. Stay wise, stay safe, peace. I'm not a financial advisor. Investing in cryptocurrency, commodity, and stock market can has inherent risk. Please use your due diligence. I'm not a healthcare provider. If you have any questions or concerns about coronavirus, you should consult with your doctor. And this video is served as only entertainment purposes, and you should do your own research before you decide what you want to do.